Hello everybody, Dark Inception back in for another video. This is the fourth part and the final part to my comic collection video. If you have made it this far, I thank you and I appreciate it. And I'm sorry it took so long to show all this, but just imagine if I showed like every single one, who knows how long that would take. But anyway, I'm just going to show you a few things that are on the floor next to me and a lot of what is in this box, and then that should be it. So this box mostly contains Spider-Girl and everything in the Batman universe. I literally just started collecting Batman like a month ago, and yeah, so it's not that big yet, but I'll start with the Spider-Girl first, and then I'll get to the Batman. So, starting from the Spider-Girl section, there's nothing overtly monumental because Spider-Girl wasn't that famous of a book. I mean, it was pretty popular, but it's not all that like famous. It's not all that old either, so there's nothing really like rare. But I do have all the number ones for each title. So here's Spider-Girl number 1. And I like Spider-Girl. She's a pretty cool character. I like how she wears Ben Reilly's Spider-Man costume. But then we have the Amazing Spider-Girl. I have number 0. And number 0 doesn't actually come first. But I just thought it was cool because it was like Spider-Man was on the cover. And it's kind of like an homage to Amazing Fantasy 15. Of course, this is just like a reprint over here, but it's kind of like an homage to it. A lot of covers homage Amazing Fantasy 15. But then we have Amazing Spider-Girl number 1. And I actually like the Amazing Spider-Girl art and the Spectacular Spider-Girl art more than the regular Spider-Girl art. This one just seems a little more, I don't really think manga-ish is the right word, but that's almost how it seems. Like, it feels a little more manga-ish, where this, the Amazing Spider-Girl and the Spectacular Spider-Girl almost feel a little more connected to Spider-Man. Like, it seems almost more like Spider-Man's art. But, then, another issue I really wanted to show, because this is one of my favorite story arcs in the Amazing Spider-Girl, is the one with Carnage. And, I like this cover. This is probably my favorite Spider-Girl cover out of all of them, because it's very reminiscent to Spider-Man's first appearance of Carnage. Very reminiscent. So, like father, like daughter. But then we have the Spectacular Spider-Girl, and it's just a 4-part miniseries, and Punisher's very heavily involved in it. Now there's part 1. There's part 2. I apologize if it's blurry at all. There's part 3. And there's part 4. And if any of you have seen my my top 10 Spider-Man villain list, then you'd know that I really like the Hobgoblin. So it was really cool seeing him appear in Spider-Girl towards the end. I mean, he appeared, before this, of course, but it was just really cool getting to see him in there. That's the thing about Spider-Girl, it wasn't until towards the end that she started getting pinned up against, like, real formidable villains. Like, for a while, she was just going up against girl versions of Spider-Man's villains. Like, there's a female Green Goblin, there was, a female everything, and a female Electro, and it was just kind of like, I wanted to see her, prove that, she can kick some ass, and she could go up against, the big guys. So then when they started pinning her up against, the Hobgoblin, and started pinning her up against Carnage, then I was kind of like, oh, hell yeah. She'd go up against Venom, and that's what I wanted to see. I really wanted to see her go up against, some of the tougher people. But, before I, completely get off the topic of Spider-Man and move to all the Batman stuff, I did say there were some things I had on my shelf over there. If you recall from the first part, I said I had things that were set aside. So I took them off the shelf and I brought them over here because I really want to show you guys. So what had happened was there were these 4 Ben Reilly variants that were made. And, you know, they're really rare nowadays. And, you know, you can find them on eBay and stuff, but they go for a couple $100, give or take. I mean, you can find a good price here or there, but they're pretty dang expensive. And I love Ben Reilly, so when I found it and I saw how expensive they were, it was a travesty. And I really thought I was never going to get them. But what happened is my comic store had gotten a giant, you know, lot of Spider-Man comics one day. And because they bought someone else's collection, so lo and behold, all 4 of them showed up in the store, and they're all in their original packaging because they all come in like these plastic bags that come with like cassette tapes. So I took them, and he gave them to me for $10 each, and they're just really cool. So I got them framed, and I put them up on the wall. So that is the Ben Reilly variant to Spectacular 231, and the actual 231 looks like this. So there we have Ben Reilly and his Spider. And that's my favorite Spider-Man suit, by the way. I love Ben Reilly. Then we have Sensational Spider-Man #1. The Ben Reilly white variant, and then we got the actual variant, or we have the actual cover, not variant. Then we have my personal favorite, The Amazing Spider-Man 408 by and it's drawn by Mark Bagley. Love Mark Bagley. He's my favorite Spider-Man artist. Here's the actual cover. And then we have Spider-Man number 65. But I don't have the actual cover of this, so I can't show you what it originally looked like. But this is by John Romita Jr. Love him. He's another one of my really favorite artists. And when I put these all together, which I'll try to do, it's just hard to do up here because all the comic book tabs are in the way. Just a second. So I don't know how I could see that, but when you put them all together, they make the Ben Reilly spider emblem. So these are by far my favorite comics I own. That's why they're framed. I'll get other ones, you know, put in these plastic frame things, but I really like these ones. But yeah, I was like, literally, I whoops, almost destroyed something just now. I was literally like in shock and awe when I bumped into these because I never expected to get them. So it was a nice surprise. Alright, so on to Batman. Now my Batman collection is very, very small. I have a few Batman trade paperbacks, but as far as comics go, actual issues, it's very small. I have a Detectives comic section, a Batman section, Detective Comics Batman, that's the New 52, Batman The Dark Knight, New 52, Nightwing, and Robin. I also have Legend of the Dark Knight New 52, but I didn't have a tab for that. I ran out of the tabs, so I have to get more. I also have one issue of Teen Titans, but I don't have tabs for that. Like my Spider-Man Adventures comics, I don't have tabs for those. But I'll show you what I got for the most part. So I have a few detective comics. You know, I have like Detective 543. Then we got 681. Then we got some Zero Hour. Then fast forward to some Batman. I got 393. 375. 382, 394, 378. Then we got some year 3 stuff. You know, this was the origin of Tim Drake. Just lost my spot. Some more year 3. Lonely Place and Dying. You know, this is like the story arc of Tim becoming Robin. I have 2 copies of this issue. Then we got some Batman and Robin. Notice I only have Tim Drake as Robin, and I actually have a few of Dick as Robin. I don't have any of Jason, but Tim is my favorite Robin. So my friend Avenging Angel Azrael knows a lot more about Batman than I do, but you know, I'm getting there. I'm starting to collect, so we'll see. Now he has some competition when it comes to collecting Batman. This is the only part of Nightfall I own in issues at the moment. It's Batman 497, the one where Bane breaks Batman's back. The one that Nolan tried to do in his movie and butchered horribly. Then I got some other Batman issues back here, 700. So now we get into Detective Comics, you know, New 52. You know, I got number 2. I don't have number 1 because I literally just started, and all the number 1s for New 52 were like long gone. Got some Penguin there. Number 9. Then we got some Batman the Dark Knight, New 52. Got number 0 right there. Sorry, that's my phone. Then we got number 1. Then I have like a variant of 1. You know, I have a bunch. I got this one with Two-Face, number 2. I got Bane over here. You know, I got a bunch. Then we'll fast forward a little bit. Got some Legends of the Dark Knight. You know, I really don't have all that much, but then we got some Nightwing. I got Nightwing number 1 from his original solo series. Then I have number 2 from his newer series. I haven't actually gotten to read this, but I was told this is the first appearance of Jason Todd as Nightwing. But I haven't gotten to read it yet, so I can't verify if that's true or not. You know, got a few other Nightwing. I really like this cover. And there we see the reflection of his old costume and his reflection as Robin. Speaking of Robin, then we got some Robin. There's one of him with Azrael from Knight's Quest. Got one issue of Batman Incorporated. It's a reprint of The Death of Damian. And I got this one issue of Teen Titans with Batman and Nightwing on it. So, all in all, this was my comic collection if you followed all 4 parts. I didn't get to show you like every last issue, but I showed you, you know, a good portion of what I had. A lot of the highlights. If you want to know if I have a specific issue or, you know, where I get my comics or whatever, if you have any questions at all, or you just want to know how to like start collecting comics, just anything. I mean, granted, I'm no expert on collecting because I've only been doing it this mainstream for about a year. But, you know, if you have any questions, just inbox me, and be sure to you know, like my Facebook page, because I post all the newest issues I get right to there. I'll probably do it's beginning of the summer right now, so probably by the end of the summer I'll do another collection video or an update video. because by then I'll probably have a lot more Batman, if I get to collect as much as I want to this summer. But, yeah, so, thank you guys for watching, if you made it all the way here, and, yeah, so, I'll catch you guys for the next video. Later.